Discipline is as soon as you wake up in judo, because you have to be on it, especially at this level. You have to be on it every day, every second. You have to be ready to go.
I started judo when I was around 13 years old, which is considered a bit of a late start. For a period of time, it was just something to get me active and stuff like that, but it quickly turned into something that I loved doing.
Judo is definitely my main sport. I got into the sport of judo when I was about 9 or 10 years old. I competed for a good few years, you know, as a youngster, just enjoying it.
I started judo at the age of 5. I was quite shy, young lad. Judo was like the constant in my life. A lot of things was leaving my life. A lot of things I had to stop, like rugby. I was trying to train to be a mechanic. I was trying to kind of, you know, live a teenager's life. Judo was the one constant thing there for me, and got me through that really difficult time in that period of my life.
It starts off, you train 1 day a week, and then it quickly spiraled into, okay, there's an opportunity to train 2, 3, 4, 5 days a week. And in 2016, when the judo was being shown for the Paralympics, I saw Sam Ingram, Jack Hodgson, Christopher Skelley and John O'Drain. It gives me goosebumps still to talk about it, because I was just kind of like that, and I was like, oh, I want that to be me one day.
I think you have to be very disciplined to do judo. You know, especially at this level, you train every day. You've got either rehab or prehab in the morning, with kind of randori after that, straight into gym and conditioning and technical, or any extra stuff you want to do in the evening. So you have to be really disciplined in how you are between sessions. That goes down to recovery, that goes down to what you're putting in your body to fuel you for the next session. So discipline is as soon as you wake up in judo, because you have to be on it, especially at this level. You have to be on it every day, every second. You have to be ready to go.
Discipline is really important in judo and in sport in general. You know, in the actual discipline of a martial art, you know, you've got boundaries, you've got rules, but at the same time, it's a combat sport. You are fighting, so you know it's why a lot of us love the sport as well, the physicality of it.
I feel like I've got a bit of a unique circumstance that kind of almost like forced discipline upon myself, because alongside the journey that I have been through with judo, I've also dealt with the condition of epilepsy. And for a long time, that was very much like I was trying to be an athlete, but like epilepsy was kind of taking the forefront of my lifestyle. Being an athlete, you are restricted on what you can eat. You have to eat well, you have to sleep well, you have to recover well. We push our bodies hard physically every day. Mine was, at one time, I was probably pushing my body as hard off the mat as I was on the mat. It really helped get everything under control, you know, like touch wood now, I'm 4.5 years seizure free. This cycle has been my first clear run at a Games. That's extremely exciting, and if it wasn't for having that discipline and the sport of judo in my life, I'm not sure I would have that control now.
I think the biggest misconception still about being a Paralympian is your disability, and I think sometimes, you know, outside of these walls especially, you tell people you're a Paralympian and they start eyeing you up to see what limb you're missing. And for me, a bit of a misconception is probably singly about being visually impaired as well, and focusing in on the fact that just having a visual impairment can get you, you know, where you want to be in Paralympic sport.
With this life, you do have to make the hard choices in life. You know, I've missed weddings, I've missed birthday parties, I've missed funerals, because when you have to get to this level, you have to make the hard choices. And, you know, judo has to come first, because to get to a Paralympics, you have to commit your whole life to it. Me
and my coach a couple of years ago, we actually created this level of discipline by using the phrase being in the room. If I'm at home, I've got my dad hat on, so I'm in that room. If I'm here, you know, it's judo time, and if I'm at work, you know, it's work time. So I tend to use them boundaries to create that sort of concentration in the moment.
But you don't always want to get up on a Saturday and go to the gym. You don't, even when you wake up sore some days in the week, do you know what I mean? But as long as you're getting up, you're showing up, that's your discipline right there. Just being able to show up every single day and put the work in.
When you are having a really tough day, you know, you just got to keep getting yourself up and keep going forward. And there always is people there for you and to be there for you and support you. So I think, you know, if you are having a tough day mentally, just keep getting yourself up and keep moving forward and you will get through it. I am Chris Skelley.
I'm
I'm Dan Powell and you've just watched
How to Train Like a Paralympian
with Independent
TV. Ta-da!